Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to discuss the essay Ideas That Have Harmed Mankind by Bertrand Russell. So we will have a critical analysis of that essay, and as I have already discussed his essay The Future of Mankind as well, and his writing style and biography as well. So to get a better idea, you watch that videos. So as we have discussed in his essay The Future of Mankind, he has predicted about the outcomes of the future war, right? And now his ideas are same idea, and writing style is reflected in this essay as well, and he is talking about some ideas that have harmed mankind. Obviously he is against war, and in that essay he talk about war, the outcomes of the future war. What will be the outcomes of the future war? He just discussed in The Future of Mankind. So he was a social reformer, and he got a Nobel Prize for literature in 1950, right? He wrote numerous books and huge number of articles as well. So he discussed politics, and so in this essay he just give a detailed account of the ideas that have harmed mankind, right? And both the ideas by humans and non-humans as well, mostly humans themselves. So he start the essay by pointing out two sources that have harmed or that caused the misfortune of mankind. The first one is that humans are harmed. Why we are harmed? We are harmed because of non-human environment. How? Because the non-human environment, it inflicts suffering upon us. We will discuss those in detail, And secondly, the human themselves, they are responsible for their own suffering, their own harm, right? And he declares that man is the worst enemy of himself, right? And to Russell, those who inflict evils on others are not because of their ideas or beliefs. Let them do so. But why? But because of their own evil spirits. That's why we do harm each other. As we see in today's world, humans harm each other. The killing is there, right? Harassment, each and everything, the evils we do. So the ideas that he had discussed, the first one is wrong religious dogmas. We are just stick to some religious dogmas or become extremists in our thoughts, which are harmful. So the superstition, some wrong religious dogma, set of beliefs. So he's talking about superstitions, and you know about superstition, I think so. Superstitions are again some suppositions or the ideas, or more like a myth that are not true, but you think they are true, right? So the superstitions that are connected to religion has harmed the mankind. For instance, it was the thought that the sacrifice of human would mend the crops. So some superstition, as you know, in every culture, in every religion, we have some set of superstitions. We are following them. For example, a common superstition in our society, we have, for example, if a black cat come on your way, you think that something gonna bad will happen, and things like that. Such superstitions we believe. So afterward, a religious belief that the oppressed people should be eradicated completely. And the Christian, they believe superstition that all the pagans, the non-believers, infidels, or the non-believers simple words. So the Christians, they believe that the pagans would be imperial to everlasting torment after their death. And the Nazi party, the Nazi party of Germany, back to the time of Hitler, right? It was a political party, Nazi party of Hitler. And they just believe what they think, they consider them superior, right? And the Nazis of Germany and communists of Russia commanded a great amount of work and altruism from their admirers on the fact that one didn't obey them and would be discharged. And second idea that he talk about is faith in enchantments. Enchantments, the charm, magic, black magic, or necromancy, you can say. So we often believe in that, right? So the belief that every misfortune happened to us because of intention of others, because they others have enchanted us or just put a spell, black magic, or spell us, right? Spell on us. So this black magic or witchcraft is the invention of this state of mind that harm us. And in religion, no doubt, there are dogmas that in reality are just superstition and inflicted excessive miseries in the world. And the third idea that he talks about is jealousy, most common problem that we all are dealing with, right? It is the jealousy that human beings suffer from. It's a moral disease, and it is envy. This jealousy, also called as envy, and it is among the seven deadly sins. So this envy, this jealousy becomes tremendous, what prevails among nations and dominates the attitude of people for each other. So this jealousy is not among the individuals but among the nations as well. One nation, one individual become jealous of other, harm that person, and one nation become jealous of another nation and try to harm the contradictory, or uh, the nation whom it become envious of. And obviously jealousy among the nation may cause war, misunderstanding of financial interest of one country, right? Often this jealousy leads to war, and the world wars in the past are deep rooted as the envy in human hearts. And next, a harming idea that he talks about is pride. Pride, again, a moral disease, you can say. And also it is included, or it's among the seven deadly sins. And as you have read the Paradise Lost as well, why cause the fall of the angels? The Satan, though he was archangel and has got a good status as an angel, it is his pride which harmed him, which let him down. And as you have read other dramas, tragedies as well, and this pride is the tragic flaw of many of the protagonists, right? Or tragic heroes. You can see Oedipus Rex, Dr. Faustus, all of them. It is their pride which let them down. So pride in nationality, pride in sex, pride in class, pride in race, pride in creed, or anything that you are proud of, or become snobbish like and arrogant. So it is dangerous, not only for you, for others as well. So it was the time that English people were thought to be superior to French nation. So this is another of the idea that harmed mankind. And another pride that we have, as you know, we are living in a patriarchal society, so in which male is the dominant. So the male thinks that he is superior to women, to females. So again, it's a kind of pride. So it is this idea that harmed him. So the pride in class distinction as well, and the difference between Americans, black and white Americans, on the basis of their color, creed, and race. And so these have harmed. These irrational, false, misleading feelings of superiority roots the destruction of mankind. Another idea is imagining oneself exceptional to God, right? Some people, in his essay, he discussed that people consider themselves more special to God, some nation or some religion, or particular set of class. The superiority complex of a nation led them to think themselves as exceptional creatures of God. They consider themselves very special creatures of God, right? Specially created by God, chosen. They consider themselves chosen by God. And for example, the author Russell, he speak of the Muslims' obsessive belief that each warrior dying in the fight for his faith will go to heaven, right? The martyrs reside in heavens, we believe. Likewise, Cromwell believed himself to chosen by divine. Cromwell, a leader of England. So he believed himself to be chosen by divine, chosen by God, overpowering Catholics. And Hegel, he communicated that dialectic is the root cause of giving supremacy to Germany. So he discussed many examples of this superiority who consider themselves special creatures or chosen by God. This idea again harmed the mankind, and Russell showing himself as rival of dogmatism. Dogmatism, a set of beliefs you just admit, accept a set of beliefs without logics or reasoning. So Russell, he shows himself as a study of dogmatism. He satirically illustrates the tenacious and narrow beliefs of different kinds of people. And Russell shows himself to be a man of substantial ideas, not committed to any creed nor obsessive beliefs. And Russell suggested the interna- international government as the best form of government for preventing wars. As I have already discussed in his essay The Future of Mankind, he gave three possibilities, and among them the third one is the formation of a world single government. That he suggests that if we form a single world government that control all the countries, all the nations, then there should be peace. And he prefer America to be that worldly government. So the reasons and all of the discussion that I've done in that video. Thank you for watching.